I think I've been singing Bare Naked Ladies all day. Aaron, I can see you, and fair warning, if you say anything, they can hear you.
All right, I did it. I didn't mean to do it, but I committed all of the crimes. Whatever crime you're thinking of, that was me. I apologize. It's just what happened.
I mean, the crime is this graphic.
The crime is a graphic crime?
Yes, it's a graphic crime, figuratively and literally. I am sharing the two cool dudes other graphic here that you made. It is, and I hate to banish it to the nether realm, but there now it's my face, which is not much of an improvement, honestly, but at least they're used to it.
It sounds weird because the graphic I made was art. And I I don't know which one you're talking about, but I believe you.
You know, Aaron, here's the thing. The I don't think you're an art cop, which means you can't make you're not authorized to make that decision. I'm going to race you to art cop, and if I get to art cop first, then then you just have to. I will be shouting, "I am the law," and then telling you what is art and what is not art.
Very, very important question for you, Pat. If you were a writer cop, could you authorize it then?
Oh, also that's also a crime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a pun cop. I'm a cool cop.
So everyone, welcome to our nightmare, where we make jokes mostly to amuse ourselves and talk about games because we are compelled to do so. We have no choice. Also, today I have extra good Gandalf eyebrows going on. Yeah.
I can't see you, Pat. I have to turn on the stream to see you. Are you scared to show me your visage? Your Gandalf visage?
It's that I do have two cameras hooked up to this computer, but both OBS and Zoom want to use the same one. And I just don't want to make them fight. I love them both. I want them to share me.
Yeah,
but
it's a real Godzilla versus Kong thing you have going on with your webcams over there.
gosh, I know you're trying to impress all the cool kids with you knowing what movies are out, but it makes me feel very old.
Y'all ever hear of this new movie called The Avengers? It's gonna be big. It's gonna be real big.
Okay, where am I? Okay, I did start that up. So now, first off, we're gonna hop here real quick. Hey computer, you know who loves you? Ah, yeah, there it is.
You love me, Pat.
First,
It's the computer here.
no. This is, honestly, you like me because I always talk to things on the stream. I'll talk to the computer or whatever, and if you start voicing all of them over, effectively, my experience of doing this stream will become perilously close to my characters in Disco Elysium, like his necktie really, really having opinions that it needs to share with him.
Oh, Pat, don't you think it's gonna be so much fun, though?
No, are you aiming for Homestar Runner now?
Maybe.
That's a very good home. I could never do Homestar. I do a pretty good Homsar, which my boys really appreciate.
Well, now we have to hear it.
No, fuck that up. I can't do it with the camera on. I'm gonna turn the camera off.
The wind up.
I'm the king of the bean machine. Dinoflagellate meiosis.
I was born on a cup of coffee.
Yep. I've lost. I because I'm moving all these windows around. I lost the chat, so I don't know what anyone's response is to that horrible lead-in that I just did.
They love it, and they encourage you to do more.
Oh boy,
and go further with it.
I actually I watched a ton of Homestar Runner with the boys, and they, of all the characters that they really latched onto, was Homestar. They thought he was amazing. And because I could do the voice, and they would just repeat, like, because he says like one phrase every like 80 strong bad emails, I would just come up with, it's a real particular flavor of word salad nonsense that Homsar does, where it's not just random words. They are strung together in a very loose particular framework, but I can channel that apparently, and they loved it.
What is your favorite Homestar Runner line? Because my buddies and I, we pretty much, whenever we see each other, we, like, when we say hello, we go, "Thanks, I dwove," like every single time. But what's one of yours?
Homestar Runner. Okay, Homestar Runner in particular. Let me think.
Oh, and also, you gotta have blue hair.
Yeah, that's very good. Favorite. I gotta say, there's something about Homestar's voice. I'm running through like hundreds of hours spent watching all of his stuff. There is something about his voice that literally just kind of makes me happy. And I don't know what it is. Oh, maybe if I had to pick, and makes me feel a little basic, I would say, Witch's Brew. I'm not going to try to do it because I would just make myself sad by not being able to do the voice justice. But yeah, Witch's Brew, very good.
Super, super good. Gosh, they like stopped making stuff, didn't they?
Oh no, they. Do you know about the Trogdor board game?
I do, but I'm thinking about Strong Bad emails. Are those still a thing?
Occasionally they will do a video. Like even like a couple of times a year, they've been porting stuff out. I actually, they came to me when they were doing the Trogdor game.
It just sounds so mafioso. Like, they came to me. They needed a favor.
They know no games happen in this town without my say so. And they came to me. They said, see, I've never watched The Godfather, so I can't pretend to, I can't make a joke out of there. But they're like, hey, what do you think of this game? And I looked at it, I'm like, first off, you're going to blow the doors off this no matter what. But if you, and I go, and this game is playable. I go, but if you want a game that everyone will keep playing and love, you got to, please allow me to introduce you to James Ernest. He's amazing, and this is absolutely the game that he should help do. And I don't know if you've played it. It's actually quite playable and, in fact, replayable, which is usually not the case when it comes to like a game that is based on a property, like a beloved property. Like Oregon Trail, the card game is not a good game. It's just, they're like, hey, you love a thing, give us $1. And this is not that. The Trogdor game was quite lovely. Plus, I just love the Brothers chaps. They were cool to me and kind way before there was any reason for them to do that. And just lovely people. And they've helped with the charity on several occasions. Okay,
that's super rad. I knew the game existed. I didn't know that James helped develop it. His games are pretty tight.
James, that's his perfect wheelhouse. It's his perfect wheelhouse because it is a fun, goofy game, but also you want it to be playable and have solid mechanics. And that was Cheap House Games, just in a nutshell. Like Witch Trial, Who's Got the Brain, all of those were brilliant.
I'm staring at a deck of pairs right now, illustrated by the one and only Nate Taylor. There's so many games in here. Everyone should have a deck of pairs cards. It's super good.
Yeah. And I'll mention, like, if you're curious about pairs or a game from James Ernest, if somebody wanted to drop a link, to the store, you can buy all of the pairs decks that I developed with James set in my world. And if you're like, boy, I wish I knew more secrets about all of the stuff from Pat's world. Oh, well, just the fact that I did obsessive art direction on all of those decks, there's probably nothing in there that's secrety.
Pat, is this the stream where we talk about how we work the Illuminati into every one of the artwork of the cards?
The Illuminati wish they had as much secret bullshit as I do.
You did double Illuminati. That's dangerous.
Yeah, I did double Illuminati. Somebody here in the chat says, Pat, did you play the Infocom type text game on Homestar Runner? Like, more than that, I played Peasant's Quest because that was based off of the old King's Quest. I was going to join forces with the Homestar Runner folks because I wanted to do something halfway between Peasant's Quest and Problem Sleuth, where it was going to be Kvothe, like it was going to be a little story about Kvothe going around and trying to, and he's like, but I like a girl. How do you ask a girl out on a date? And somebody's like, well, you know what you have to do? You have to get her jewelry, buy her flowers, you know, and whatever. And they were going to give him 3 things, and he was going to run around trying to do it, and it would just all go constantly wrong. And I was going to do it with the Brothers Chaps, but like everything was such a mess, and I was such a mess. And I still, that of all the things that I've had the chance to partner up with somebody to do just for fun, that might be the one that kind of haunts me. Yeah.
If you want a dating sim game, I will do that.
It would not be a dating sim. It would be.
We'd make it a dating sim, Pat.
Oh, no. It should be called Dating Sim, but it's all about dating sim.
Dating sim.
Yes.
My secret favorite character. I love Sim.
Everybody loves Sim. Sim was the sleeper. I mean, I knew everyone would love Bast. I knew everyone would love Ari. But the fact is, everybody actually loves Sim. That's my sweet boy.
I think a lot of people identify with Sim. I think there's a lot of people that understand being in that position of like having a friend who's very charismatic and very noteworthy, and like everyone's been in that position before. So I think Sim's very relatable in that sense.
Yeah, I think people who know me professionally, or like people who are like, "Ooh, I found Pat Rothfuss on a stream," or I read his blog or whatever, they're like Pat's kind of like Kvothe, and I'm like, yeah, but the people who just know me, or like knew me back in the day, they're like, oh, Pat is Sim. I'm very much Sim. Okay. So let me see here. Can you see in the Zoom the screen, and can you hear everything right?
Sure can. I don't know if I have audio, but I can see the screen.
Can you hear the music?
I don't think I can. No.
Let me make sure here.
I did put the soundtrack of this game on the other day just to kind of zone out and do some writing.
Oh boy.
And it worked real good.
See, now any ambient music is the worst when I'm trying to do any sort of meaningful. Come on, give me my. What am I alt tabbing to here? To the Zoom.
So Pat, I'm assuming, based on the last 2 thumbnails that I made that you loved so much, I should continue making these, correct?
I mean, I'm not saying no.
Lethal Weapon is on deck.
Lethal Weapon. Oh,
no. There's so many Jean-Claude Van Damme movie posters from the 90s. That's just him and somebody else back to back. And there's even one where there's like a clone or a brother where it's 2 JCVDs back to back. And I'm just saying, I don't have a lot of meetings tomorrow, so I'm gonna do it.
Hold on for a second. I can't deal with this sort of trauma and also apparently, okay, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to come back here.
The subtext of that sentence was, thank you.
Participants.
Oh, double impact. Yes, Patrick. Yes.
Video settings. How the fuck? I did this before. I shared it, and then there was a thing, and it was here. Was it in this audio settings?
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing is, I had it set up before, and it did it good, and then it didn't do good, but then it still did it when I got it to do what it do, and now share sound.
Yeah. Computers are magic. There's just a bunch of little elves in there that decide when things should work.
Boop. Okay, now do you hear the music?
There we go.
Yay!
Thank you, elves. Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna bring over. Oh, see, I'm sad and angry.
The American experience.
I'm sad and angry, the Pat Rothfuss story. Okay, here we go. Now my chat is over here. You doing a terrible poll. Who did this poll?
Who did a poll? Oh, that wasn't even me.